Welcome back to my channel, Stoic Secret. 8 signs you're a good-looking older man. Age, gap, confidence, and attraction tips. Some men think good looks fade with time. You figured out that age just adds layers to your appeal. It's not about chasing youth. It's about owning every line and move with confidence. What if I told you women are more attracted to your mindset than your mirror reflection? If you're about to learn 8 signs that prove good-looking older men have a secret edge that crushes the typical age gap myths and rewrites the rules of attraction. Welcome to Emma Theplis, where high-value men come to get inspired to level up their style on their love life and take charge of their scene. Number 1. You command presents a relation. Sign 1. Younger women hold eye contact, then look away. Viv probably noticed that a younger woman locks eyes with you, and just as quickly she looks away. Now, most men might think this is just awkward or even a sign of rejection, but here's the thing. It's actually a sign of attraction. And if you're not picking upon it, you're missing out. What most men get wrong is this. They either avoid our contact or, hey, do the opposite, staring too long, which can come off as either nervous or worse, a little desperate. Neither works in your favor. So what to do? Instead, recognize that this moment is a dance, a play. When a woman looks at you after holding eye contact, it's not about disinterest. It's often a blend of attraction and respect for your presences. Shows she's intrigued, but not necessarily intimidated in a bad way. Just giving you space to decide how to move next. And here's the thing. When you don't rush to fill that space with words or nervous gestures, it communicates confidence. Women find that incredibly magnetic. But this isn't just about women. No, this works in every social interaction. That same eye contact, that's some tom-com/controlled responsive signals power, the ability to command a sign. Number 2. Women look twice room without saying a word. It's about owning your space and letting others know they have to meet your energy, not the other way around. Stay with me because coming up, I'm going to show you how this quiet confidence plays out when you enter a room. And well, let's just say silence follows sin to people mention distinguished instead of cute. Okay? Now you know how most guys spend their time. Chasing the next youthful look, trying to capture their teenage years or compete with younger men. What they don't realize is that in doing so, they're overlooking something far more powerful. Something that comes with age and experience, by and distinguished. What most men get wrong is they focus on being cute or handsome, the traditional sense, constant liking external validation. This approach can make you look like you're trying too hard, like Yuri, holding on to something that's slipping away. It's a struggle. So what to do instead? Shift the focus. If you want to respect and admiration, aim for distinguished. Instead, this term doesn't just refer to looks. It signals maturity, success, and poise. It's the kind of compliment you get when you've earned your stripes and carried yourself well over time. Being distinguished. Sign number 3. Younger women start conversations means you've crossed into an elite territory where people see more than just your face. They see your journey, your wisdom, and your presence. This is not about impressing anyone. This is about showing up in a way that commands respect in all spaces. Whether it's your workplace, a social setting, or even a film, it's an aura that stays in comfortably my own skin. Can I know my worth? And guess what? The best part of being distinguished is that it doesn't fade with time. It only gets better. Keep watching because we're going to devento how your face becomes a story of its own and why this transformation is a key element to your appeal. Sign 3. You age into your appeals. Now, here's where most men get it wrong. They spend all their time and energy trying to hide the aging process. They're obsessed with covering up wrinkles, trying every cream or treatment out there, or even getting a little too carried away with hair dye, chasing something that's already slipping away. And in doing so, they miss what they truly have character. What to do? Instead, own it. Ayuajento your features. And that's not a curse. It's a gift your face. Now tells a story. Those lines are just signs of getting older. Theory marks of experience. Resilience. Sign number 4. You dress with purpose in life well lived. Every wrinkle, every gray hair adds to a narrative that younger men simply can't match it. The difference between looking like you're trying too hard and looking like you know exactly who you are. When you start embracing this, it doesn't just impact your appearance, it impacts how you walk into any room. People feel your depth. Women are drawn to the maturity and wisdom you project. But it's not just about attracting women. It's a booty pressing. Your peers, your colleagues, and even those younger than you. They see you and know that you've got something theory still working towards. Stay with them, because coming up next, I'm going to show you why your presence can be so magnetic that when you walk into a room, it almost goes silent. Sign for women touch their hair or neck when you enter the room. Let's be real. For a second, most men overlook these subtle cues that can tell you exactly how. Someone feels about to get caught up in thinking that attraction is all about making grand gestures or saying the right words, the truth. It's in the small things, the unconscious. Signals thought, give it all away. What most men get wrong, they're too busy watching for overt signs of interest, thinking that's loudest sign. Number 5. You speak with calm confidence gesture will give them the answer. But what you should really be paying attention to are theony, almost invisible as Nels, like when a woman touches her hair or neck when you walk into the room. You might think it's a nervous ticker, just something she does when she's bored. But it's actually a subconscious asterisk attraction signal. So do cognize this for what it is, pure interest. When a woman touches her hair, adjusts her neck or brushes a strand out of her face, it's her body's way of drawing attention to herself, signaling that you've caught her eye, and she's trying to make sure we notice. This is not just a sign for women you're interested in. It's a social cue that also lets you understand the dynamics in a room. Women aren't the only ones who know this. Men might adjust their posture or attire when a certain presence walks in. And the best part, decisions work in every area of life. When you pick up on these subtle body language cues, it doesn't just boost your social game with women, it improves your confidence, helps you read situations better, and even gives you an advantage in professional settings. So, when you see that little gesture, just know you're holding power in Thatman. Now, we've talked about subtle signs of attraction. Stay with me because next up, I'm going to show you what happens when you walk into a room and it feels like everyone goes silent. Trust me, this is a good sign. Number 6, you're comfortable being alone things. Sign 5. You walk into a room and silence follows most men when they enter a room. Either try to mask their presence, known with loud words, or overcompensate with unnecessary gestures. The truth is they're not reading theory or owning the moment theory. Too busy trying to be the loudest person in the room, missing the silent power that comes with true confidence. What to do? Instead, walk in quietly, own your space when you enter a room. And silence follows. It's not awkward, it's magnetic. This kind of quiet confidence doesn't come from bragging or making a big entrance. It comes from being so comfortable with who you are. That your presence speaks for itself. You didn't have to say anything. But people will notice. They'll be drawn to you because they sense you've got something worth paying attention to. This is just about impressing women. Sure, when you walk in, and silence follows, women take notice. There's ascertain allure in a man who commands attention without effort. Not real magic here. It's about earning respect. Your colleagues, friends, even strangers feel the weight. Sign number 7. Others respect your opinions off your presence. They sense your authority, your groundedness, your experience. And that's something yet fake. Stay with me because in a moment we're going to talk about how this silent power also leads people to make assumptions of voodoo. Assumptions that work in your favor since 6 people assume you're successful before say anything. Here's a mistake Mosmen make. They feel the need to talk about their accomplishments, constantializing their successes or explaining how hard they've worked. It's almost as if they're trying to convince people they've arrived the problem. It often comes off as insecure, like you're looking for validation. You don't. Instead, let your presence do the talking when people assume you're successful or you even open your mouth. That is real magic. It's not about dropping your resume every chance you get. It's about how you carry yourself, your style, your confidence, your poise. These things broadcast your success more powerfully than any words could. When you walk into a room and people immediately think you're successful, it's because you exude an air of competence and calm. Your body language tells them you know your worth and that you've achieved something substantial. They don't need to know the details. Fight just feel through it. Of sign number 8. You still pre-writes fitness and healthier presence. And here's the kicker. The ascent just attract admiration from women, though that's certainly part of fit. But it also earns you respect in professional settings. Colleagues, clients, even strangers can sense your status. That kind of power is irresistible. And it opens doors without you having to say a word. Stay with me, because up next, we're going to dive into how this presence leads people to think you veg it all together even before you open your mouth. Sign 7. You wear simplicity like it's luxury. Most men, when they try to dress up, fall into that trap of overcomplicating things. They pile on accessories, go for bold patterns, and make their outfits scream for attention. The problem, it ends up looking desperate, like they're trying to convince the world they have style. It's not elegant, it's just noise. What to do? Instead, embrace simplicity. When you wear simplicity, it says you understand the power of understatement. Think of Boothgrade, the men whose style has stood the test of time. The elegance they project final thoughts doesn't come from loud colors or flashy brands. It comes from clean lines, well-fitted clothes, and items that speak of quality of quantity. Simplicity is the foundation of timeless style. You don't need to overthink it. A crisp shirt, well-tailored trousers, and a classic watch can say everything you need to say. It's about knowing that you didn't need to shout to be noticed. Your quiet confidence and sharp taste do all the talking. This approach doesn't just impress women. It commands respect from colleagues, peers, and even your friendship. You wear simple, high-quality clothing. Signals that you value yourself and understand what true style is. It's elegant, it's refined, and it makes a statement that doesn't need words. Stay tuned, because next up, we'll talk about how your style is respected not just by women, but by men too. And trust me, that's where real power lies. Cyanite. Even men respect your style. Now, here's something that most men miss. They focus too much on impressing women, thinking that's the ultimate validation for their style. But let's be honest. If you want to know whether you've truly nailed your look, pay attention to how other men respond. Toit. When other men respect your style, that's when you know you've hit the sweet spot. What most men get wrong, they gooverboard trying to stand out, thinking boldness is the only way to make an impression. But what ends up happening is that they come off Astrian too hard when it's obvious you're trying to toe everyone else. You lose the subtle power that comes with real confidence. So what to do? Instead, focus in dressing in a way that commands respect, not attention. And it's about style that speaks volumes without shouting. Classic keys: the right fit and knowing how to top it things together with ease. That is kind of style that earns the nod of approval from other men. They'll see you and think this guy knows exactly what's doing. That's the kind of respect that elevates you in any room. And let's be clear, this isn't just about looking good to women. It's about standing out in a way that's sophisticated, grounded, and unmistakably masculine. When other men respect your style, it's not just about fashion. It's about understanding the unspoken code of elegance and power. That's the kind of presence that gets you noticed for all the right reasons. Okay? Now, stick with me because up next, we're diving into why true attractiveness is way less about looks and more about how you carry your story. Bonus point. Why true attractiveness is less about looks and more about how you carry your story. Here's the thing. Most men they think being attractive is all about the way they look. They obsess over grooming clothes or trying to appear younger. But let me let you in on a secret. True attractiveness isn't about looks at about how you carry your story. Most men get wrong is they focus so much on surface, they forget to build the depth that makes them truly magnetic. Assume that if they look good now, that's all that matters, but why instead focus on the story? You're revealing the way you hold yourself, the way you speak, the way you navigate life. That's what draws people to you, not just your appearance sites. How you talk about your experience, the lessons you've learned, and the way you carry yourself with confidence and humility. When you walk through life with a story to tell, one that's filled with substance, people are drawn to you naturally. Women find it irresistibly attractive, sure, but so do other men, your colleagues, and everyone around you. And let's face it, a man who knows to tell his story and wear it with pride. He's a man who commands respect and not just for his looks, but for his wisdom, his character, and his true presence. Now that's the kind of attractiveness that don't fade. Thank you for sticking with them until the end. Are the real ones know before we wrap up. Make sure to check the video description for links to everything we discussed today. You'll find some helpful resources there that can elevate our style, boost your confidence, and just make sure your real ways showing up as the best version of yourself. Now, as a simple thank you for sticking around, drop a quick comment below. Say distinguished to let yous know you've watched all the way through. Love hearing from our real communitimers. And it helps keep us motivated to keep providing more value. If you found this video helpful, do us a favor. Like the video. It helps us grow and reach more men who want to elevate their lives just like you. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for daily content like this. You don't want to miss what's coming. Next, lastly, share this video with someone who could use the saints. We truly appreciate your support. We've also got a recommended guide for you to check out right now. Click it and keep leveling up. Asterisk.